All right, everybody, let's get into talking about the practicum topic. My topic for my practicum is bullying in the urban kindergarten classroom. The reason I picked this topic is I work in a kindergarten classroom, and I noticed that with my students, first of all, I work in an urban classroom and a urban school. Most of the demographics in my school are mostly African American and Hispanic students. In the Madison area, we have a large number of them in the classroom, and the social economic status can go from we have millionaires that go to our school, and we have a lot of students that are on Section 8 or are homeless as well. The reason that I picked this topic is in my classroom, I noticed through observation that a lot of my kids were getting into bullying and they're just in kindergarten. And we really didn't have any curriculum that taught students in kindergarten about bullying. We taught them how to share, we taught them how to have feelings and things of that sort, but we really didn't get into no, you don't gang up on a student because they have a speech impediment or they're a little bit different or they have different culture. So I wanted to think of things to really combat bullying in the um, in the 4K classroom. So I came up with the idea of possibly a brochure to give the kindergarten teachers from the K3 or the K3-year-old class and the K5-year-old class and the K for class to really get us all on the same page as far as what we could teach our early childhood students about bullying. In this brochure, wanted to have essentials because I got the idea of essentials from a book I read called The 55 Essentials by Ron Clark. And I really wanted to come up with ideas for students in this age level to combat bullying. I wanted the teachers to know what bullying is because a lot of people just have a main idea that okay, kids are on the computer and they're writing bad things about each other, and kids are getting really upset and possibly getting depressed about it or having bad things happen to them on the playground or things of that sort. Mostly you see that in upper grades, but in the kindergarten classroom, teachers really didn't know what bullying is because they just thought, okay, these kids are so young that they're just learning how to develop regularly. And so you're going to get picked on, and that's just a way of life. And that's what teachers are believing is happening in the kindergarten classroom. But actually, there is bullying in the kindergarten classroom. I also wanted teachers to have the essentials to know that there are policies that our school has and our school district has that are for bullying. I remember going to our developmental personal development days at the school at the beginning of the year, and they actually went over the bullying policy, but they really were more catering to the upper grades instead of dealing with kindergarten as well. And I felt like this needed to be incorporated to the early childhood part of the school as well, since we're supposed to be all one community. I also wanted to teach ways or strategies for stopping bullying. We actually have a curriculum in my school called Second Step that we use with our students. And teaches about sharing. It teaches them about how to ask a question to another person or to a teacher and how to be respectful and all these different things. But it really didn't talk about being nice to your other students and not bullying them or excluding or isolating other children or and teasing and things of that sort. So I wanted to come up with a brochure that gave ways of combating that and stopping that. And so that when they go into another grade, they're able to already know that we do not tolerate bullying in our school. One of the most important things that I wanted to put in this topic was how to report it. because what we usually get is we'll get a telephone call from the parent saying, example, Johnny is being teased by this student. What can you do about it? Or he's being teased at his let's say his daycare or something of that sort, and he comes into our class crying, and they're asking, what can you do about this? And we do have ways of reporting it through the school district and through our school to make these situations go away, or to start a behavioral plan with the bullying student and the victim so that these things do not keep going. Why do I want to do this practicum topic? I really want to do it because I want to deal with behaviors in the kindergarten classroom, because there's so many behaviors. You have behaviors of isolation, you have behaviors of teasing, you have behaviors of kids not playing with other children and excluding them. So I wanted to look at a behavior that's actually happening in the kindergarten classroom and focus on that when there are so many behaviors to choose from. And this is one that's very popular in our society today. So I want to deal with how can we end bullying at the foundation of education when the student is very young. And that's why that is my practicum topic, and that's what I'd like to do.